In episode 1 of this series, we met the Yeomen of the Guard, the ancient royal bodyguard unit founded by King Henry VII in 1485, following his victory over King Richard III at Bosworth Field. However, another very similar unit also exists today, also dating from 1485. Its full title is a bit of a mouthful: the Yeomen Warders of His Majesty's Royal Palace and Fortress at the Tower of London, and members of the Sovereign's Bodyguard of the Yeoman Guard Extraordinary, which must win some kind of award for verbose naming. However, the unit's title reveals something that many people don't realize. The Tower of London, that ancient fortress first begun by William the Conqueror, a place of imprisonment for those who fell into royal disfavor and place of execution for the likes of many, including one of my own ancestors, Anne Boleyn, was and still is a royal palace. That's why, in addition to yeoman warders, the tower is also guarded by a detachment of regular troops from one of the 5 regiments of foot guards mounting the guard at Buckingham Palace. It retains its royal palace designation because of what's held inside a building called the Jewel House, the British Crown Jewels. In 1509, during the reign of King Henry VIII, a permanent detachment of 12 Yeomen of the Guard were based at the tower, and from this detachment the title changed to Yeoman Warders, and a new corps was founded quite separate from the Yeomen of the Guard, discussed in episode 1. The Yeoman Warders grew to 405 men, providing a permanent guard at the tower. Over time, the Yeoman Warders have evolved from castle guards and prison warders into a purely ceremonial unit today, whose job it is to meet and greet visitors, conduct guided tours, and undertake the ancient ceremony of the keys each evening. More on that in a moment. Today, the force numbers 1 chief warder and 32 yeoman warders. Like the Yeomen of the Guard, all must be retired warrant officers of the armed forces with a minimum of 22 years' service and hold the Long Service and Good Conduct Medal. For hundreds of years, they have been known as beef-eaters. The origins may lie with Cosimo III de' Medici, the Grand Duke of Tuscany, who was at court in 1689, and made the comment, quote, "A very large ration of beef is given to them daily at the court, and they might be called beef-eaters." End quote. All the yeoman warders and their families live inside the Tower of London, where they have their own pub. The first female warder was appointed in 2007. When working, the yeoman warders wear a simplified blue and red undress uniform, but in their full state dress, or Tudor dress as it's called, it is virtually identical to that of the Yeomen of the Guard. Each night, an ancient ceremony occurs in the tower, the ceremony of the keys, when the main gates are locked for the night. It is the oldest military ceremony in the world. One of the warders carries the title Yeoman Warder Raven Master. The Tower of London ravens are world famous, and the legend says that if the ravens ever leave the tower, the monarchy will fall. Since the time of King Charles II, at least 6 ravens have been held captive at the tower. In the next episode, we will meet the Honourable Corps of Gentlemen-at-Arms, which date back to 1509 and form yet another royal bodyguard unit. Many thanks for watching. Please subscribe and share, and also visit my video channel, Mark Felton Productions. You can also help to support both of my channels at PayPal and Patreon, details in the description box below.